is there a solid chance that I am doing this video as a moderate excuse to get to re-eat and retry a lot of these things? Yes, but do I think this is going to be an extremely fun video? Also, yes. Hi, hello, and welcome to today's video. My name is Courtney. If this is the first video that you are joining, welcome. If not, welcome back. Okay, first off, if you are not a 90s baby, it is okay. You are still very welcome here. You are still very wanted here, and I hope that if you have not tried any of these things or heard of some of these things, that you will learn and find something new today. If you are a 90s kid, let's go. I am very excited for today's video because 5 out of the 6 items that I'm going to be taste testing today are things that I loved and had in my childhood. One of them is something that my parents actually just really didn't buy us as a kid, and so I'm incredibly excited to get to try for the first time. I am going to save that for last because if you're new here, I do try to save what I'm hoping is going to be the best for last. So we're going to, this whole thing is going to be fun. Like I said, I've eaten all of these things as a child, but I don't think I've eaten any of these things since I was a child. So without further ado, let's jump into this nostalgic 90s kid snacks food taste test. All right, so this first item was an absolute favorite in my household. My brother and I loved kids cuisine. It's actually kid cuisine. I really thought it was kids cuisine, but to be fair, I was a child, so I don't consider that to be like a Mandela effect kind of thing. I think I just didn't know the difference. But either way, there were a multitude of different kid cuisines that my brother and I loved as a child, but I'm pretty sure this was probably my favorite, so that's why this is the one that I chose. But when I went to Walmart, because I did look, I could not find them at Target, but I did find them at Walmart, and they had 2 or 3 different kinds. So I chose the one that excited me the most, the one that made me feel the most nostalgic. But please, if you ate kid cuisine as a kid, please let me know in the comments what was your favorite, what one did you gravitate towards, and how did you feel about the items in it. I'm about to taste test and let you know how I feel. I don't remember how I felt entirely. Actually, I do. I remember, I feel like the mac and cheese was pretty mediocre. The chicken nuggets were microwavable chicken nuggets. The brownie, couldn't tell you. The corn, questionable. So let's find out how that holds up today. This is the All-Star Nuggets. It is white meat chicken patties. They're not even called nuggets. White meat chicken patties. It says nuggets here, but then patties here. Macaroni and cheese, corn, and a fudge brownie with celebration sprinkles. Alright, I'm gonna go microwave this, heat it up, get it ready to eat, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the smell is incredibly nostalgic. I don't remember the directions being like what they were. I had to remove the chicken nuggets in the sprinkles packet, put it in the microwave for a minute, replace the chicken nuggets, put it back in the microwave for 2.5 minutes, and then let it cool for 2 minutes. We're still in that 2-minute process of cooling, but I'm going to now pour in my sprinkles while it cools. The brownie just looks not the most appetizing, but this also seems like a lot of sprinkles for this tiny little brownie. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the sides, I guess. I don't even know where to start. First off, almost everything tastes exactly the same. The corn tastes exactly the same. It doesn't really have a ton of flavor, but it's a really good sweet corn, so it's good. It doesn't have salt or pepper or seasonings or anything. It's just corn, but it's good corn, so it's good. The mac and cheese is kind of watery, but it's not bad. It's mediocre, not super great mac and cheese, but it's also not bad. I feel like that was a bad way to describe it. It's not bad, but it's not good. It lies somewhere in the middle. The chicken nuggets are slightly better than I remember, but I feel like they still taste like I remember. I just think they're a bit more, the texture's a little better than I thought they were going to be. The brownie, though, I do not remember being as good as it is. It has a really nice, rich, chocolatey flavor. There's a lot of sprinkles, like I said, almost like too many sprinkles. So for scoring wise, I'm basically just scoring them as I think they stand today. So I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. Would I eat this? No. Would I feed it to a child? No. But was it fun to try for the nostalgic reasons? Do I understand why I enjoyed it as a kid? Absolutely. It was fun. It was fun to reminisce on, but I don't necessarily think it's something that still needs to be in the market. I think there were probably ways by now to have figured out how to make this a little healthier and updated to like a more current standard of what people feed their kids, but I don't know. I guess I was more surprised than anything that this is still a regular product for them, but either way, I'm excited that I got to try it. So okay, so these were most definitely a favorite growing up. Always, if they were a favorite of yours, please comment below what color specifically was your favorite. I'm really hoping that the formula or the recipe for these has not changed, because if these are as good as I remember, they're probably going to be a 10 out of 10. Let's see. All right, packaging is definitely different. They used to be in the same color packaging as this box, but like obviously that's here nor there. It doesn't tell you the flavors, which I think is interesting. It just tells you, like, it shows you which character is which. Oh no, okay, so I'm already gonna have to open a second packet because straight up the blue flavor was always my favorite. It was an opaque one. These most definitely already look different. I'm gonna open another pack, start trying them. I need to find a blue and a green. There's no blue or green in here, and those, it's important. Okay, so we have blue and green in this one, but the blue are not opaque. They are slightly see-through, so let's see how they taste. All right, flavor-wise, they definitely taste like the flavors that I remember from when I was a kid, but they do seem almost a little bit toned down. They don't seem as flavorful as a lot of gummies tend to be. I'm gonna give these a 9 because they still taste good. The texture is still good. The flavor's still good. They're just not exactly what I remember. Okay, so the next item, I did make a little, I guess, moderate error. Basically, I was trying to find Trix yogurt, and when I looked it up, I couldn't find a location near me, and so I thought that just meant that it didn't exist, but I think it just means that there wasn't any near me, because then I saw some other like someone on Instagram, I follow a lot of like snacks and candy accounts, shared Trix yogurt and like a special, I think, fall Halloween edition or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but either way, I was like, maybe I could have gotten a hold of it. However, so what I did grab is, this is a Disney version of the Yoplait Trix yogurt, but here's the thing, is if you look at an image of the Trix yogurt packaging and the flavors, and then you look at an image of this packaging and the flavors, I very much got the vibe that they're the same, if not at least very similar. So I have these today to try. I'm going to try both flavors. There is strawberry and blueberry, and let's see how they taste. All right, I assume we're starting with the berry one because it's like a more purple container and this is a more pink container. Here's to hoping, because it does not, oh, it says blueberry, just kidding. I feel like that's exactly what I remember Trix yogurt tasting like. Fruity, creamy, sweet. The color of this is so funny to me. They're a little bit thinner than I remember, but to be fair, I eat a lot of Greek yogurt now, which is thicker, so maybe that's just, I'm so used to it, I don't know. But flavor-wise, these are exactly what I remember Trix yogurt being, so I have to guess that they just have them packaged in different packaging, but it's the same flavors and they kind of just changed the name of the flavors. But either way, they're actually not as flavorful as I was expecting. Like, once I tasted it, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I remember. But it's not as flavorful as I think I was expecting. Like, I thought it would have been a more flavorful flavor. I don't know if that necessarily makes sense, but it's almost kind of boring. I don't eat normal yogurt or whatever. Normal yogurt? I don't know, I eat Greek yogurt. So when I eat yogurt. So this is definitely thinner than I'm used to. It's not bad. I just wouldn't necessarily eat it myself. But I think it would be fun to give the kids, and I enjoyed the nostalgic feel of it. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because I think it could use a little more flavor. I also like when yogurt has a little texture, but that's more of a personal thing. So, okay, so were you the type of kid whose parent let you have these, or whose parents didn't let you have these, or whose parents only let you have these on like special occasions? I personally fell into the special occasion category, but like there were people who brought these to school for lunch on the regular. So I'm curious, where did you fall? But either way, I had to get 2 Lunchables for today's taste test. There are a variety of Lunchables out still now. There's actually a bunch of new ones I've never seen before, that had some in a couple different types of packaging, and I didn't really know what the difference was. I did place an order on Target's website because I wanted to make sure that I got the stuff I was looking for. But either way, I have 2 to taste test today. 2 of what I feel like were the classics growing up. So the first is the ham and cheddar. It is Oscar Mayer lean ham, water added. Kraft cheddar pasteurized prepared cheese product, crackers, vanilla cream cookies. I'm sure as a kid I never actually read that description because, yeah. And then this is the pizza with pepperoni made with pork and chicken. Pepperoni made with pork and chicken, in case you didn't catch it the first time. Kraft mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product, so not cheese product. Pizza crust, pizza sauce. Whatever they contain, I'm excited to try them. Alright, we're going to start with the ham and cheddar because when I get to the pizza with pepperoni, I'm going to tell you something that like I feel like there's going to be at the very least one person who watches this video that was like, wait, what? So, we're going to start with this one, and then we'll get to the pizza. So, ham and cheddar. Let's go. I do not remember these vanilla cream cookies being a dessert in these things. These do not look familiar to me at all. Are these on the newer side? Does anyone else remember what used to come with these? I don't know. Okay, second thing, I don't remember the cheese being rectangular. I feel like it was always circular to make this make more sense, but either way, we've got our cheese and we have got our ham and bone apple teeth. For some reason, the cookie is the best part. This cookie, the 2 outer cookie pieces are not super sweet, but the inside very much tastes like icing that you would put on sugar cookies, and so it balances the whole thing out. These are nice and crunchy and crispy. This is a freaking delicious cookie. Like, this cookie by itself, 10 out of 10. Getting to the rest of the Lunchable, the crackers themselves are a slightly sweeter cracker, and they don't have any salt on them. So when put together, it's good, but it's not great. I think it would be better. Did they used to be like Ritz crackers or something similar? I think that's just what it's missing, is a tiny bit of salt, but the ham itself is really good and the cheese is really creamy. So I'm gonna go 9 out of 10 for this whole Lunchable. This actually surpassed my expectations. And it's funny because the whole idea of adult Lunchables has become a popular thing. So you'll see a bunch of brands make those different, adult Lunchables. And what's funny is like the actual Lunchable itself, I could see an adult eating this at work. It's just the fact that it is branded towards kids. Okay, so I purchased this stuff like a week ago. Within probably 2 to 3 days of purchasing it, I had a TikTok come up on my feed of a man being very confused that his coworker did not know that there are instructions on the pizza Lunchable to put them in the microwave and heat them. And I was like, Excuse me? Wait, what? So, like, please let me know in the comments, did you know this? Because I know I did not. I asked my boyfriend Alex if he knew that. He said he did not. We both agreed that, like, typically Lunchables tend to be something that a lot of parents will just throw in their kids' lunch bag to take to school. It was very rare that when we did get Lunchables, we didn't eat them at home. They were like a treat for school lunch. And so the idea of heating up one of these, I don't think ever occurred to very many people. But there is, in fact, directions on the back for how to heat this up. So it says, you know, do not freeze, keep refrigerated, no need to heat. But it does have directions to heat it. So you don't need to, but you can. So I am going to make my pizzas, try it unheated. I'm gonna heat it up and see what it's like. First thing I'm gonna argue is that you don't get enough cheese. Like, I feel like the amount of cheese is just not enough cheese. Please do not say words. I know I should have put the cheese on first. Yeah, see where the last one was satisfying, this one just doesn't hit the same. I'm gonna go assemble another one with the cheese on the sauce and then the pepperoni, throw it in the microwave. I think it's at 30 seconds. Oh great, now it's underneath. I don't know. I think it's at 30 seconds. I'll be back. Okay, so it looks better. It smells better. I have a feeling I'm going to be disappointed I wasn't doing this as a kid. That 30 seconds is enough to burn your tongue, so be careful. Okay, so the pepperoni and the cheese are obviously better because they're melty, they're heated up, but the actual, like, crust part is still a bit on the soft, doughy side. It's not that it's doughy, I think it's just that it's soft. It makes it come across as a little doughy. So if you don't cook it, I'm gonna give it like a 4. I really would not want to eat them uncooked. Cooked, like a 6. If it was like 2 in the morning and I had a significant amount of alcohol in me and like really needed something to snack on, this would probably hit the spot. But like, as something for just right now, completely sober, not my fave. It is finally time for the item that I don't think I have ever actually tried before. My parents definitely never purchased it growing up. I do not remember ever getting to try it at a friend's house. I remember always wanting to. Like, I would see it in their freezers and I would be like, ooh, can we have those? And I just feel like I never ended up getting to try one. So, without further ado, I'm gonna try my first ever toaster strudel. Yes, okay, so I got the strawberry because I feel like it was just the most classic and I wanted to go with the most classic. So I'm going to go pop this in the toaster, ice it on up, and I will be right back. The icing packet did not tear nicely, so I'm going to be icing from the side. It smells incredible. It honestly smells like fair food. I don't think my father, the inventor of toaster strudel, would be too pleased with this. It's so sweet that you question how it could be a breakfast item, but then you think that like so many, like donuts are such a popular breakfast item, and like waffles and pancakes, like so many breakfast things are sweet, like super sweet, that it's really not that surprising, but still surprises me sometimes. But it's delicious. It's crispy and flaky. The flavor of strawberry on the inside is delicious. The icing is fantastic. It's a little doughier on the inside than I think it ought to be, but it's also a frozen pastry, so I don't really think I should be expecting too much. It's pretty much exactly what I was expecting. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10. It's not something I would exactly eat for breakfast. I don't think this would fill me. It's quite small, but it's tasty, and that is the important part. So with all of that being said, I have got to know what are your favorite 90s nostalgic snacks, candy, foods, like whatever it is. Like, was it the different colored ketchups? Was it the, what were those little like yogurt covered like fruit pieces? The commercial for those was really funny. And I think I mentioned them recently too in a video not too far back, but either way, I would love to know what your favorite nostalgic foods and things like that were. But with all that being said, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you were to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up, you simultaneously help yourself stick around for the next video, but you also help support the channel, which I massively appreciate. So I thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.